There's nothing quite as delicious as a home-baked cake made from scratch. I'm going to show you some basic steps for cake making, with a few handy tips to make it even easier. Beat unsalted butter. Make sure that you start with soft butter, as it's quicker and easier to beat. If you've forgotten to take it out of the fridge, use cold butter and grate it first. It'll soften in no time. You use unsalted butter so that the flavours aren't overpowered by salt. Keep beating until it changes colour and becomes very smooth. Beat in the caster sugar. It has smaller grains and gives the cake a finer texture. And then add the vanilla. Before you add the eggs, make sure that they're at room temperature. Cold eggs straight from the fridge can cause lumps in the mixture, and that's no good. If you need to change the temperature and warm them up a little bit, sit them in some warm water for about 5 minutes, and that'll do it. Beat in each egg well before adding the next, or the batter may curdle. Next, sift the flour and cocoa together. Fold into the egg mixture, alternating with some buttermilk. This stops the flour from becoming overworked and toughened. And for red velvet cake, add red food colour. Preheat the oven to 160 degrees Celsius. Then divide the cake batter between 2 tins that have been greased and lined. It's important that the oven has been preheated to the right temperature so that the cakes will rise correctly. Place the tins in the oven and bake for 50 minutes. To make sure the cakes are cooked, test using a fine skewer. If there's sticky uncooked batter on it, then it needs more time. Allow the cakes to cool in the tins for about 5 minutes before transferring them to a wire rack. Otherwise, they may crack. And finally, don't rush the frosting. The cakes need to be cold before you start, otherwise the frosting will melt. Topped with fresh fruit, a home-baked cake is pure delight to serve to family and friends.